Because South Africans have formed a habit to go out and attack other Africans when they feel frustrated. Do you understand
They
me?
mustn't do that. That is also
Yes,
wrong
but that's
on
why
South
we're
Africa.
doing this. That's why this is
KB,
being
you know
done.
what's happening? Nigerians is not only in South Africa where they have a problem with them. Many countries around the world. They got deported in India, Dubai. They got deported at Turkey. Every country in the world. Even in Cuba, they don't want them because
You're crying. You're preaching to nobody here. You're preaching to nobody here. We're Africans.
Even your own
Africans,
country getting
listen,
deported.
you put visa restrictions on other Africans like yourselves, and you tell them where's their papers. But the European can fly into you. The European can fly into your country visa free, stay 3 months, fuck off to Zimbabwe, stay 3 days, and fuck back in. Nothing is happening to them. You're
And when South Africa coming into Zimbabwe, they don't require visa.
They are not beneficial.
But they don't get beneficial either, because when they come as digital nomads. They don't pay any income taxes to the South African government. Waste, man. So they're literally living at a higher standard for less. You're a waste, man. You don't even know what the game is. You don't know what the game is. You think you're smart.
Paul, is Paul over?
Yeah, I'm here. So from what I'm receiving here, I just think that my brother, South African brother, is speaking out of hate for other, speak out. This is just pure hate, because crime is crime, and if you want to nationalize crime as if it's only Nigerians who are committing crime in South Africa, that's hate. In fact, that's self-hate, because the borders were not derived from black people. They were derived from people who are owning South Africa. And he doesn't know that he does South Africa. In South Africa, he doesn't even have a land, but he's talking about South Africa as if he is. And by the way, and I'm sorry to say this, my sister, all colors are the products of rape. When Caucasians came in South Africa, we didn't have colors. They didn't exist.
Bro, they're gonna hunt you for that.
Can I finish?
Nah, please let him finish.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm not talking about you, my sister, in person. I'm talking about history, empirical history. Whether you like it or not, it did happen. Right?
Yes.
So we know that slavery in South Africa did happen. We know that apartheid did happen in South Africa. And we know very well that the Ruberts have the land in their hands. And we know that South Africans, black people, are slaves in their own country.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know again that Mandela have enforced and injected HIV so that African people coming to South Africa, there's document out there, injected by HIV so that they can reduce African people. So I don't understand this visual emotion that you complicity and pride that South African people have as if they are the most important in Africa.
Wow.
That's very dumb.
You know what?
That's very dumb.
You know what? I just pray and wish that we can just have peace amongst each other, because like fighting like this, it's
they tried.
No, nobody's fighting. Nobody's fighting.
No, I'm not saying
I'm just
fighting, but I'm just saying
what they did was they
I'm
tried to
asking them what is
humiliate
it that
that
they are
girl.
doing to
That's
benefit
wrong.
South African. It's a simple question. I'm not fighting them. I'm just asking, what are they doing to benefit us South Africans? Because they are coming here saying we are African brothers and sisters, but they are not doing a lot of good things. They are contributing to our crime in the country. They are selling us drugs. Think about it. They are scamming us. They are even human trafficking our girls and using our girls as sex slaves.
No, they're not. You're lying.
You're lying. That guy is lying.
Nigerians are not doing us a favor.
What people are doing is because South Africans, if you look at South Africans very well, South Africans, they are jealousy. That's one thing.
Nobody is jealous.
It is
South
jealousy.
Africans, they don't go to other African countries in their large numbers to look for jobs. What is you guys who come here? If we South Africans are jealous and lazy, look here, prove us wrong. No, try to prove us wrong this way. Go back to your country.
Listen, let me prove you wrong. Sorry, Jude, wait. Sorry, bro, let me prove you wrong.
Why are your people fighting to stay in South Africa? Why don't they use that energy to
only a black South
It's the Muzungus that built your country.
Only a black South African drunkard will say a doctor is taking his job.
Imagine Imagine
No,
the
why don't you
Muzungus
go to
built
your
your country.
country and fight
They
against
replicated
your
Europe.
leaders?
They literally
No, but-
replicated Europe on your
But your
country.
leaders are
And
not
you're here.
better. Your leaders are even Western puppets.
Bro,
Even Tinubu
listen,
last year,
you're
you wanted
crying to the
be-
gods here. We
invade,
don't care. We're
Niger
still
on
coming.
behalf of France.
We are coming. We're coming for the
Look at
Muzungus, not
Tinubu
you.
is a
Not
Western
you.
puppet. Even wanted to invade Niger.
Yes, we did.
see-
So what?
you
So
see,
what?
so
We're
what?
still
Your-
coming.
Okay,
People
can I
are
ask
still
the
coming.
can I
Our
ask the
leaders.
question? Can I ask the
Yes.
question? Okay, can I ask the question? I know the Nigerians has good in them. So if we as South Africa, if we're gonna allow you to come in South Africa, then listen to me.
Whether you allow it
I'll
or
be-
not, you come.
Listen, you are not allowing us. You're not the immigration services. You are
You
not
are
the
not in the
immigration
position to
service.
allow
You
us to
can't
come.
allow anybody.
You are not getting the point. You have no say for us to come or not to come. You have no say.
Look at these now.
You only have a say in
You guys don't
India.
have a say.
You have no say. Get
In
it.
I'm sure they are having like Lagos, Johannesburg planes are full every day. They are
Okay,
still coming.
so
They think it's a
if
house.
I-
They think
so
it's
if
their
I'm gonna
house. You
meet,
can invite
okay,
me
if
to.
I'm gonna meet one of you, how must I treat you? Mustn't
You have to
I
treat
right?
every human
and
being the
also
same.
for the records,
Treat every human
South
being the
Africans
same.
were banned from entering
know what?
Ireland. They were
What I
banned.
just want to say, treat every human being right. That is my
Yes,
thing.
that's what we're asking.
You need to
Treat
start
every
that
human
by,
being the
you
same.
need to start
They are not
with you.
treating our people right.
other
They are
side.
busy doing illegal
Yes, let
activities. They are
Lanika
contributing
in.
to
Let
illegal
Lanika in. She's
activities.
South African as well.
They
Let
are
her come
not
and tell them.
doing anything right. If learn from other countries that deported Nigerians,
Listen,
you
be
understand.
quiet. We don't care. Be quiet. Go preach that somewhere.
See, Ireland has banned South Africans. Ireland has banned South Africa.
Table, crime is
No,
not
they
right.
didn't ban us. They say we
No,
need
you
a
know,
visa
crime
because
is
your
not
people
No,
were
they said they
using
need a
our
visa.
passports
They said they
to
need a
gain
visa.
access into Ireland.
They said they
You
need
know,
a visa.
crime is everywhere, man. Crime is everywhere. Crime
Let
is
me say
everywhere.
something, guys.
what
Let me
makes
say
you-
Don't defend
something.
these people.
Can I say
Trust
something,
me.
Table?
No. I'm not defending anyone, but I'm asking you what makes you very important for you from you being South African.
Exactly.
What makes you,
No, I
especially
didn't say
black
now
South
I'm
African?
important. I didn't say
Muzungu.
South
You know that
Africans
you
are
are
the
the
best in
Muzungus that makes them
Africa.
special.
I didn't say we are the giants of Africa. All I'm saying is that
Muzungus make
these
you
foreigners
special.
they must leave our country
Listen.
because we have our own
I'm saying
issues to solve.
crime is
And they are
done
not
by
doing us a favor
everyone,
by
Table.
saying here they are
Don't
aiding
point fingers on
to our
Nigerians.
problems.
Don't point
I'm
fingers
not pointing
on
fingers at
But listen,
anyone. I'm just saying
everyone
leave
is
our
doing
country so that
crime.
we can solve it.
Don't
Which
point
country?
fingers.
Is it your country?
Do not
Honestly,
point
which
fingers and say
Okay.
Honestly, they don't even know. You see, Kenny. You see,
Okay,
Kenny. You see that
I would
spaza
not-
shop thing, yeah?
Okay.
It's an
I
agenda.
would not-
It's an agenda by the big corporations, right? Because these spaza shops are making over 100 and something billion rand every year. So what they're trying to do is get rid of these spaza shops so that they can close the gap in regards to profit. And then they are using these retards, right, to do the job. That's what it is. They don't know that this is a game. It's all about profit and loss. You think it's easy to be on TV. It costs money to be on TV. Everything you see on TV is an agenda. An agenda is being pushed. Planned.
And by the way, let me just inform my brother here. You are not important in this country, South Africa. No, but I'm telling you the truth. You are not important in this country. That's why, in fact, you're born
I didn't say
to
I'm
be
important.
enslaved.
I didn't say I'm
So
important.
it's not your country. It's not your country.
It's my
Forget
home.
about
It's
it.
my home.
It's a
South Africa is
it's a
not about
company owned by
papers. It's not
people, company.
about identity document. It's
It is
about
not your home, Baba.
South Africa is about
Paul, please, I want to ask this guy a question.
350.
I want to ask this guy a question. Tobago, hold on. Are there illegal white people in South Africa?
I heard they say they are.
So why is it that the Judula don't go for the illegal white people?
Because they think they bring value to their country and black people don't. Tell the truth,
Yes,
Tobago.
your people don't
Tobago.
bring value. They are selling.
Do you
drugs.
see?
That's what they are doing. They are
Bro,
selling-
do you see the way these people think?
They are coming here with.
Do you see the way these people think?
qualifications.
People that pay zero income tax. People that pay zero income tax.
Kabad full of their head, all of them.
Come on, man. It's very hard to like.
Listen
not
here, guys.
sit.
I'm gonna have to leave you. I love you and leave you. See you guys.
Who you love? You know go love your Sunita people. Come on for that.
I mean, I love everybody. Please.
I
please,
don't love
please.
you. Go and love your Indian people. Love you. What am I loving you for?
Please leave all of it.
I
you
don't
too.
love
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Go to India.
No, I'm not gonna go there. Bye.
This Tebugo guy needs to go to and
I think he's still young. I think he's young. That's why. He's young.
I have nothing to run away from. I have nothing to
No,
run
I
away
think he's
from.
young. He doesn't understand.
I
He
have
doesn't
nothing to run away
it's a game.
For your
Your people run away.
Tobago, who runs your diamond mines? Tobago, who runs your diamond mines?
Okay, who runs your oil companies?
Why are you not angry about that?
It's not
Sorry?
Nigerians who run your
Say
oil.
that again. Who runs what?
Who runs
our
your oil
oil?
companies?
Listen,
It's
Aliko
not you guys.
Dangote. Listen, buddy, go Google up who Aliko Dangote
owns
is.
the refinery.
He owns the refinery and the Nigerian government owns the oil. Listen, buddy, listen. Go look at the oil structure in Nigeria. Top to bottom is owned by black Nigerians. Now, are they mismanagement? Is there mismanagement? No, listen, you asked me a question. Is there mismanagement? Yes. But when you look at ownership, if we talk about ownership, it's owned
private.
by black Nigerians. But let's look at what you own. You don't even own 2 fucking cents to scratch of each other. So relax. What do you own?
Look here,
at your
you guys don't own your
diamond mines. Look at your gold mines.
Not the mine. He owns
What do you
the
own?
refinery.
You don't own anything.
He owns the refinery. Research.
Listen, Aliko Dangote owns the refinery, right? And the Nigerian government owns the oil.
Every month. That's
You're
what
stupid.
you should focus on. That 350 is no longer anything. It's not buying anything.
That 350
Focus
is
on the
equivalent to
grant
what
money
Nigerian
to get right.
police earn.
At least if
30,000
they give
naira.
you 500,
It's equivalent
you
to
can be
30,000
able to
naira.
Buddy, I know you don't know anything about purchasing power, but when you talk about that 30,000 naira, go look at what 350 rand buys you in South Africa, which is nothing.
Yeah,
You can't even 350 rand. Listen, 350 rand can't even buy you a 10 kg bag of rice. Let's Google it right now.
You need
A
to
10
focus on
kg
that.
bag of rice, you can't buy it for 350 rand. So what are you talking about?
You
Look
need
at
to
the
focus-
purchasing power.
Focus on that 350.
Your country, the fact is that it's not doing better than ours. Your country is
No, it's
doing
not
good.
because the Muzungus are floating your country. The Muzungus have given
it's
you
because
access
you
to
guys, the
global.
leaders, are being controlled
the
by Western people.
The
Even
Muzungus
you
have given you
Nigerians,
access to
you said
global
it yourself that
logistics.
Nigeria, it's a
The
British
Muzungus
zoo.
have given you access to
You said it
global
yourself that
logistics. It's all the
Nigeria-
Muzungus.
Hold on.
It's not you.
I have a question for Teboho. Teboho, I have a very simple question for you. Now, your president said Nigeria must come to South Africa, okay? And they can go and apply for the visa without a passport to come and operate in South Africa. What do you think about it as a South African citizen? Teboho, unmute yourself and talk. Because we can't be talking and we don't make sense. Talk.
No, I'm saying, I'm saying that our president, we know that he's not our leader. We know that he's being controlled, and we know that the people who are funding him, they are using foreigners as a tool to replace our native people. Because remember, South Africa to us is not about identity documents; it's about native
when a white man is coming
It's
to your
our
country,
tribal
you
home.
plan
Just as much as Nigeria belongs to the Hausa, the Igbo, Yorubans, PV people.
It's not
all these
Yorubans,
people.
it's Yoruba idiots.
It still doesn't matter, but Yorubans
It does
understand.
matter.
Here's a
It
fact.
does matter.
Listen,
It's
here's
not
a fact.
Yorubans.
Here's a fact for you. A white man in South Africa owns 60,000 acres of land. Do you know how big
Nobody
60?
is being denial about it. I'm not
So
being
why
denial.
you not
Shut
crying?
your
I'm not
mouth.
Why are you
doing
not
that.
crying for that?
They are
Why are you
doing
not crying for
better.
that? Why are you not crying
Shut
for
your
that?
mouth. You're going to be ending up
Why are
being
you people
slaves.
coming here?
Bro,
Idiot.
60,000 acres is almost a whole country, buddy.
No, but your people are not are coming to our country. That's the problem. If we South Africans are products of a white man, why are you coming here?
60,000 acres, bro. That's 2 time
Can you
zones.
mute people, please? I need to ask you something.
No, just go to your country.
Tebuko, what is the
It's not country, it's country,
foreigners
idiot.
mean to you? Who do you refer to as foreigners in your country?
No, I'm referring to every foreigner that is in this country. I don't care whether it's an Asian,
who
a
do you
European,
refer to as
or
foreigners in
Nigerian.
your country?
He means Africans like himself, but the Muzungus don't need
Everyone,
visas.
every person.
The Muzungus don't
Even
need
the white
visas. They
people.
can just come.
Even white
The white people.
as foreigners.
Look here. The problem is that your people are not being beneficial. That's the problem. They are not being
I'm
beneficial.
White people.
Who do you refer
Yo,
to as
this guy.
foreigners? Who are
I'm saying every
foreigners in the
foreigner
country?
that is standing here, every
Who are
foreigner, whether
they?
it's
Tell us.
Who
We
are
don't know.
they? Can you tell us who
Nigerian,
are they?
Pakistani, German, UK, you are foreigners. It doesn't matter. I'm saying everyone who's not from
You
here.
know that I'm a Christian. I don't know. Maybe you're not a Christian or not. I don't know.
Is it true
But
that
I'm a
Ramaphosa
Christian,
said
and
something?
the thing that
Yes,
says
it's true.
love your neighbor.
Sorry. Huh? Come on.
Yes,
Is it
it's
true
true.
that? What did he say? What did he say?
Ramaphosa said he want to see the Nigerian business in South Africa. He want to see the Nigerian products in South African shops.
Where?
He said,
The only
And he said they
Nigerian
can go
product
on
that I
a
know of
tourist-free
is a
visa
product.
without
There are no
not.
Nigerian businesses here. It's just
Hey,
small
pray,
businesses
wait,
like
be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. I want to hear what your president said.
your president said this.
Wow.
A Nigerian person can go apply for a South African visa without a passport.
Take that. We don't even want it.
You can go and apply for that visa without even bringing your passport.
We don't even want to come to their country, their stinking country. They should go away.
Wow.
Because the South African economy is like, you know, when people now you are busy chasing people out of the country.
No, Kenny. The reason why he said that is because he knows South Africans are lazy. He needs that money from foreigners. They will never work. Those people. They only know how to collect grants. That's the only thing they know.
How to collect grants and grape their women.
He knows if foreigners stops coming to that country will go down. South Africans are lazy.
Wow.
Lazy. That's why he's allowing
my sister,
that's why he's allowing Nigerians to come.
my sister, we don't.
South Africans will never work. South Africans, they are the
Lazy people, and their men don't last in bed. 2 minutes men. That's why their women go for foreign men. Their men with their uncircumcised penis, they still don't last in bed. That's why their women keep chasing Nigerian men, Zimbabwe men, Congolese men. They are lazy.
Foreigners are the ones working in that country. He knows foreigners are the ones keeping that country going. These typical things, they are poaching Wi-Fi from next door, coming to TikTok and waiting for 350 grand every month.
Thank you, V.
They are lazy. These people, they are lazy. And the president knows that. And everyone knows that. Yeah, stop coming to our country, stop taking our jobs. They don't work, they don't want to work. When they work in the company, they want to work on their own conditions.
Wait until a rebellion starts. Wait until a rebellion
It's called revolution. It's called, listen. It's called revolution.
We are not scared of South Africans.
Relax. It's not called rebellion.
It's fine.
No man is an island. If you know that thing, no man is an island. Everyone needs one another to survive.
Immigration and migration. Immigration and migration is going to happen. Immigration and migration is going to happen. Globalism is happening, whether you like it or not. It's either you go to someone or someone is going to come to you, so you can cry about it.
Many ambulances are going to work, for this good news that Ramaphosa has dropped. Many ambulances are going to be working overtime today because of that attack.
I've got to go.
Bye.
I hope you've learned something. Tobago. Have you learned something today?
Yeah, these guys will never
I didn't
listen
learn
to
anything because I can hear.
Sorry, we cannot help you. Bye.
They will never listen to you.
Girls as young as 8-year-old are being married as child brides under the Sharia law. It is legal in Nigeria today. I've not seen the Nigerian people talking about it in their own live sessions. So how do you have a society today in 2024 and this is happening? So when you have a society like that, I'm just picking one out of many issues. So I think we Nigerians sometimes we dwell more on why things can be done rather than talking about how things should be done or how we can get it done. So they'll tell you about how complicated we are, the population, the languages, the tribalism, and all, whatever it is. So it's still signs of lack of accountability. And I mean, we actually hired a vehicle in Nigeria. We were just two of us in a vehicle, and we were pulled over, and this was like around 2 in the morning. We're going to somewhere in Nigeria, and I just look in my side mirror, and I could see the police pushing the driver, and I got out, and I went to the driver like, "Hey, why are you assaulting the driver? Why?" And he's like, "It's none of my business." I'm like, "No, well, he's with us, so does he have his license?" He said, "Yes." "Does he have his papers?" "Yes." "So why are you pushing him?" And we were, having a back and forth. This policeman, swipe a knife at me, and we're like, "Hey," this is how we said it in Europe, in Pidgin. They're like, "Nana, if you carry it's like, if na gun safe, I go shoot you." Means sorry, I'll unalive you. Said, we're like, "Yeah, that was a knife." With like telling him like, "Yeah, I know it's a knife, but if I had a firearm, I was going to fire at you." He was saying that to me, and that is Nigeria for you. So this is my experience. So how do you not want me not to talk about that on TikTok? Because, South Africans are going to think all of us are like this. Bro, you're more concerned about how they look at you. We are a mess. We're a joke.
No, I did some digging. I discovered how they treat severe mental health patients, chaining them to trees and praying for them. That's a human rights violation. Therefore, you have no parameter. You have no right to come and insult me on how I conduct myself in my society. Insult the South African parenting skills while people are being chained to trees and prayed for. Like, no, that's one. Like, whenever they try to hide their mess, it's always out there in the internet. It's always written, especially if it's written by the United Nations, the World Health Organization. Serious. I'm going to drop it. I'm at work, but thank you very much, Pakunze.
Thanks, my brother. It's always good to engage with you. We'll definitely catch up. Definitely. I'll use the mic for any of the panelists. Yeah, thank you, guys. Yeah, Bonga.
Hello, Pakunze. Thank you, my brother. Me, I've got one question, my brother. So that with our brothers from Nigeria, there seems to be a lot of animosity and resentment from both South Africans and Nigerians towards each other. So what I wanted to find out is, according to my understanding, I think that South Africa has been very welcoming to everyone who's migrating to South Africa, whether as an asylum or an economic migrant. We've been so very welcoming. I think it's fair to say that we have a culture of being one of the most welcoming countries on the continent. Would you say that the Nigerians are interested in integrating into our society? Have they showed enthusiasm that they want to be part of the South African society? They want to work and build with South Africa, since they claiming Pan-Africanism and how we should be united? Or is just shouting Pan-Africanism and that we should be united for the sake of it? Because I don't see any initiative which was actually initiated by the Nigerians. However, South Africa's initiative was to be the most welcoming country on the continent. So, in as far as integration, your people coming and learning about our cultures and teaching us about your cultures, is it our responsibility as South Africans? Thank you. That's my question.
Thank you for the question, and I think it's actually an important question, because if we, from my experience and an opinion, I do not think the Nigerian community in South Africa is doing enough in terms of integration. And I do believe that if we have really integrated properly with our hosts, we would have a better understanding of ourselves today. And because that has not really happened, at a broader scale, it's why we will probably have a few individuals who have actually taken their time to integrate themselves, and that's why you find more Nigerian men, in quotes, having more relationship with the women than the men. So, and I think it's sort of, I think we could do more, as visitors, to actually engage and assimilate and also connect, with our hosts at a deeper level than just isolating ourselves. I think most of us have been isolating ourselves, and we just look at each other from a distance, and so you would not know exactly what we do, and we already have a perception about you, and we're pointing fingers, and there hasn't really been that proper dialogue between both of us. I mean our president, they just met today, I think since 2019, if I'm correct. So the last national commission we had was 2019, and that's way too long for us to engage. That is at diplomacy level. But as Nigerians living in South Africa, I think if we could we need to encourage ourselves to actually get to connect more with the host country. I think it will really help both of us in understanding each other, and also finding ways of working together as Nigerians and South Africa. We haven't done enough work in time. So I think you're right, and we could do better than what we're doing right now.
So would you say that most of the